In the morning when I'm driving, I really come alive when I listen to my Ronnie, I listen to my Ronnie Q. They are rare and they are few who can compare with Ronnie Q. So grab a chair, she's coming through. She's on the air, it's time for Ronnie Q. They are rare and they are few who can compare with Ronnie Q. So grab a chair, she's coming through. She's on the air, it's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie in the morning while I'm driving. Ronnie, I really come alive when it's time for Ronnie Q. I listen to my Ronnie. Ronnie, I listen to my Ronnie. It's time for Ronnie Q. Take a seat and go meet Ronnie. Sweet, 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 sweet Ronnie. No day complete without my Ronnie. She can't be beat. Sweet, sweet Ronnie.
Grand Rising. I apologize. I thought I was on the screen. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you for showing up. Miss LA, Grand Rising, everyone, and happy holidays. I cannot stop using my little holiday little dancing figures. I love the reindeers when they're bouncing their butts to the beat. Bernice, Grand Rising to you. My mod, Yaya, Grand Rising to you. Jill's Comfort Zone, Grand Rising to you. Stop down. Uh, I know it's early, but I was double twerking real bad to your intro music. Do tell. Yes, and I love the way those reindeers when they bounce their booties to the beat. I just love that. Uh, when Christmas is over, it's gonna be back to the cat dancing on the table. But Grand Rising to you, Stump Down and Stump Down. I caught your live yesterday, so I'm going to talk about that. Left-handed Libra. I love the song. It goes with her '70s disco theme intro. Thank you. And that song was created for me by Palm Reader from LSA. If you guys haven't subscribed to her page, I will drop the link to her page. She does a lot of AI videos, and that they have good music she always have good songs that go with her videos. So I'm going to drop her link in the chat after I get finished speaking to everyone. Fatina, Grand Rising to you. Jean Hulk, Grand Rising, it's good to see you. Truth and Reason, it is good to see you as well. So let me I was watching Stomp Down yesterday, and he led me over to Jay Wilson's video, and so I watched Jay Wilson's video. Well, I had watched the beginning of the video when they were hating on Ronnie Q, of course, uh, and I talked about that yesterday. And then I heard a Stomp Down video, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't see that happen." I was like, "Well, you didn't watch the whole video," but so I went back over there, and I heard. Wait a minute, let me find this. Let me see if I can find Palm Reader's channel. I can't find the channel. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Okay, I'll find it before we get off of here. Yes, he had a really good live, Yaya. Dr. Soapy Grand Rising, thank you for being here. Uh, Yaya said it. Oh, you're speaking to Yaya said it. Okay. So, okay, I went over to Pastor Wilson, and I hear a little flicker out of her body talking about how she had doxed James. Now, the premise of this was every time James talks about Bubble Lip, that he has to include her in it. The last time that I recall hearing James talk about what he calls her Georgina, he was actually giving Georgina credit. That's the last time I recalled him talking about her. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The last time I heard him talk, because I was so shocked that he was giving her credit for something in their situationship that her and Bubba Lip had. Hey, Very Carrie. Uh, palm readers. Paul, I think it's Palmetto Reed. I think that's what it's under. I couldn't find it, but I am subscribed, so I couldn't scroll through all my subscriptions. You know how many people I'm subscribed to. You would be like amazed. So I hear him give her credit, and I was really surprised that he gave her credit. So I could be wrong. Uh, am I right or wrong? So like I'm saying, my point is the last thing I heard him say about her was not anything disparaging. That's my point. So she gets on there and she's yelling and screaming about that's why she doxed him, and every time he talks about Bubba Lip, he has to talk about her, and that's why he got that raggedy house, and we all saw your bathroom. Okay, I have it. Hold on. Okay, I have it. Thank you guys. And I'm like, uh, no. Actually, when hey, detach myself, I have the link. Actually, this is the link to Palm Readers. If you guys join it, she all of her videos have music. All of her AI videos are beef sector related. So there's the link. So the last thing that I like I said, the last thing he was giving her credit. So, and when let's be clear, when they called themselves doxing James and showing a decrepit bathroom, well, we all knew that that was not the real bathroom. I mean, it was clearly stated that somebody had purchased the house prior to James, and they flipped the house from top to bottom. So we were all clear that obviously whatever picture they were showing, that was pre James owning it, and that was pre it being flipped after and before James purchased it. But she was up on Jay Wilson panel, just repeating it over and over about this bathroom, about and you got a PPP loan to fix up your home, And James finally stepped up, and then she got to his looks and why nobody wants him. And James was like, no. I'm not up here to talk about this. I'm up here talking about this docs that you're bragging about. What is it that you said about my bathroom? And I did a renovation to this house with under $10,000. Now, now that bathroom. I mean, if you're if you have a good hand and if you're your own contractor or whatever, you could get a bathroom done if you know how to shop well. But a whole house for under $10,000 remodeled, no, there's no way in God's green earth you probably couldn't get a whole house remodeled under $10,000 in 1950. Much less, I think he bought it in 2020. Okay, so and it was amazing that everybody who was here on the YouTube streets when he purchased his house knew this information. And surely Pastor Wilson was aware of this information, but sat there silent and said absolutely nothing. Well, no, he can interrupt people in mid sentence any other time when they're making a point that he disagrees with, and to correct them, but not one time did he bother to say, well, no, that's not true. And he just continued to, and then, so James came up there and he wanted to direct the things that she was saying. And if you leave that out there to say that he used his PPP loan money to renovate a house that he just purchased, hey Purple Peach, hey Miami Popo, hey Detach Myself, Grand Rising, Southern Nobleman. If you leave that information out there as if it's true, what that does make you think that James actually did commit a crime, because the PPP loans were not for home renovations. The PPP loans were to help your struggling businesses during the what do we want to call it? The 19. Okay, that's what PPP loans were given to people. So, in essence, she was saying that he had fraud the government. That's what he let her sit out there and say, that he defrauded the government. So I can understand why James wasn't letting that stand, much as Pastor just sat there and let that stand. Let's be clear on what was being said. So, you know how these people are. You know how these people are. They hear something in the chat, and you can't make a remodel of a bathroom under 10K. You cannot. You listen. The the extent of BS that was said on Jay Wilson's channel that went unchallenged by the channel owner. It was just indicative of who he is. So he just sat there, and his content, he was making a coin. I agree with Stomp Down. All money isn't good money. See, if you was raised with people with morals, they would let you know right off the bat that all money isn't good money. So he just sat up there and let her say all of that. And then when James came up there, he said, I'm not up here to talk about how I look, who want me. I'm up here to talk about what you're saying about this docs that you're bragging about. These weak doxes that people are bragging about. All of these weak doxes. So she then hopped off the panel, but before she hopped off the panel, she continued to uh, berate him about who doesn't want him and this, that, and the other. But she never went back to this docs that she was bragging so much about uninterrupted once he got on the panel. She never went back to this docs that she talked about. So James went. I caught Stomp Down's live, and then I went over there to listen to that live, and then I went and I saw Mother do a live. And at the end of the live, who hops up on his panel? None other than Jay Wilson. Hey, hey, Bay Life, welcome. I'm not familiar with you, but welcome. I thank you for being here. Grand Rising. It was disgusting. DC, Kool-Aid, and Lisa, Grand Rising to you. So, who hops up on, hey, Miss Douglas? Right, and then she said the wrong loan in the first place. Yeah, because I think he said it was a PPB. One of them, a PPB was for people with employees, and a PPP was for people who had independent businesses. I can't remember which one was which. Okay, so Jay Wilson finally mounts Mother's channel and say, "Well, I think that we heard that you said that your house had been remodeled from the top to the bottom before you bought it," and that's exactly what he was saying on Jay Wilson's panel. But all of a sudden, Jay Wilson remembered that, but he could never remember that on his own live and shut that down when it was first stated and let it be restated hundreds of times. And then you find out that Jay Wilson is like, oh, Jay Wilson, somebody called Jay Wilson. When have you ever? Oh, so Jay Wilson is playing the lemon role all the way through. Now, all of a sudden, Jay Wilson has fallen asleep on his live too. So you can't hold him responsible because with all of that yelling and screaming to the top of her lungs that Flicker was doing, Jay Wilson felt that it was nap time. So he was asleep. You can't hold him responsible for that. But she had said all of that before he did what? Before he clicked the link to let Mother up. See, Mother just can't come up on his own. See, Jay Wilson has to see Mother in the back, and he has to physically let him up. So, yes, we can hold you responsible for that because we know you heard her saying all of that before he ever clicked the link, and you sat there quiet and silent and said absolutely nothing. And then when she runs off and James had to make his statements clear once she stopped talking over. Not one time did he ever tell her, let's hear what James had to say. No, he just continued to let her yell and scream and talk over him. Now, when have you known Jay Wilson to just sit up there and not say, "Hey, let's hear what this person has to say"? When he wants what was going on to go on. That's when he doesn't say, "Hey, hold on, Treasure's up here. Let's hear what Treasure have to say to what you said." Nothing. He said nothing. All of a sudden, we're supposed to believe the limitness of it all. That Jay Wilson actually did he have a blunt too? Did he go out and walk lyric too? Did he have to plug in his other phone too? Much like Lemon, but he sure fell asleep. Like was he drinking Taylor Port like Lemon and just doze off on his own panel with all of that yelling and screaming going on? Hey, Netra, Grand Rising, kind to me, my fave, good to see you. Uh, Bougie Auntie, Nessa A, Grand Rising, just read my book. It is good to see all of you. So, I so the nerve of him to then hop up on Treasure's link. Now, Treasure, his position was that he went live and he said that there were many opportunities he could have chimed in on things about Jay Wilson because he's been here for all of the incidences that Jay Wilson had, the calling Tracy, the driving by Tracy house with two carloads of people and pretending he wasn't doxing her. He said he's been here for all of these things. The times that the Dick Apps went off and he was busted. He said, I've been on here for all of these things. Hey, Burberry, Grand Rising. But I've never made any commentary about you. He said, and I just realized that, hey, if we're here for a coin, let's get a coin. He said, I have missed out on a whole lot of money. In other words, that I have, the way I took it, I'm not putting words in his, the way I took it is that I showed you respect. But see, some people are so grimy that they must pop out here and just try to defame you and your character, even when you're showing them grace. So I'm well aware of that. I am well aware of that personally. So I get it, James. So James is like, well, shit, I can come out here and make money on you. Hey, Mimi 126 Grand Rising, good to see you. So it yeah, so I get James and everything that he said about that because Jay Wilson sat there and let it go down, and he knew better. We knew better. Anybody who was here knew better. So I like the fact that James was said, I was here for a whole lot of stuff that went down with you. And just like Jay Wilson was here for the understanding that James' house was fully remodeled before he purchased it. And he said nothing. He just let the lie ride. So, we are all clear that sometimes people like to hear a lie better than they like to hear the truth. Some people like to come out here and lie, whether when the truth would suffice. But so James said he's gonna start getting his money, and he said if something comes up that he wanna make a coin on, he gonna make a coin on whatever. He's gonna make a coin off of Jay Wilson, and whatever it is, that's what he's gonna do. He said he's not mad at Jay Wilson. He said, but he's just gonna do what he does. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. So Jay Wilson came over there and hey, Jill's comfort zone. Jay Wilson came over there and, it was no respect, disrespect. But I thought, and no apologies, no, I could have nipped nothing. Hey, youngest Grand Rising, none of that was said by Jay Wilson. So he left it like, I did what I did, and this is just a show to me, and all of this old fake ass shit that you expect from Jay Wilson. So I'm interested to see what we're gonna hear come from James. I'm interested to see in this James commentary because every 3 to 4 months Jay Wilson does something ridiculous and runs off YouTube, closes his channel up and all of that type of stuff. So uh, th- we'll watch and see. Now also. Lolo, Lolo. Let me say something about Lolo. Lolo, I put my flyer up for the content creators give back, and who's in my messages? I'm gonna definitely be there this year. Well, you said that the year before, but I digress. So when I'm listening to the live yesterday, uh Lolo's sitting up there and Trish goes, didn't she do that last year? And Lolo's sitting up there. And it just dawned on me, like, what's funny? What's funny, Lolo, about people giving back to the content creators? I mean, content creators giving back to the subbies. And Lolo, what's so funny about your fake ass having to write up under the flyer? I'm definitely gonna be there and sitting up laughing as if giving back to the subscribers. There was some funny connotation to it. See, I noticed that you, Jay Wilson, Ness, and Trish, all the grubby motherfuckers, grubby, greedy motherfuckers. who always are asking for something from the subscribers, whether it be buy your Thanksgiving dinner, whether it be to uh, do a wish list and buy everything that you need for your little apartments, or whether it be for uh, whatever Lolo be begging for at in the moment. And Trish, you big canceling every event that's gonna make millions of dollars ass bitch. Okay, so then I also noticed that Jay Wilson said that I just left. So what Jay Wilson and Ness admitted to, that they were in the competition that I get, not a competition, it was a challenge for the content creators to give back to the subscribers. What Jay Wilson and Ness admitted that they were there. And Ness said every time somebody dropped down, she was asking for money. I never asked no one for money. I When I saw MU drop down, I was like, hey, MU, are you going to give back to the subscribers? I didn't say anything about money. I said, are you going to give back to the subscribers? So let's be clear on what I said. See, because you want to try to act like I'm groveling for money, like you dirty bitches were always grovel for money for yourselves. I asked, are you going to give back to the subscribers? But see, that sounds too clean and pure and honest. So let's say she was trying to get money. And then Jay Wilson said she was acting like a Baptist preacher or some shit. The way that you always are acting like you're preaching and singing all these church songs every time somebody give you a nickel or a nail. And every time that you got fired from a job, you came out with a briefcase talking about your motherfucking personal home bills, your light bill, and all that shit. No, I didn't do that. I said, are you going to give back to the subscribers? And then Jay Wilson said, so I just left. But because you left, because there's no way you're gonna give back to the people who support you all year long. So you think that you grimy, nasty motherfuckers said something real slick about me. But what you did is you told on yourselves. When he lost that job, oh, I didn't lose my job. I just got reassigned. Well, if you just got reassigned, why did you pull out that bitch that made a briefcase, that attaché case? It wasn't a briefcase. Why did you pull out that raggedy ass attaché case and pull out your personal home bills if you didn't lose your job, and take plenty of cash apps from numerous of subscribers, and then came back around and said you never lost your job? So what was all of that cash grab for? But you just left an event where it was you had to give back to one subscriber between $25 and $50. Okay, now let me address MU. MU, the MU had a lot to say. MU had a lot to say. She said that it was messed up that to hear somebody call her a meth head. MU, I never said anything about you being a meth head. So I hope that you are not trying to lie and said that Ronnie Q called you a meth head. I in no way called you a meth head. I was actually very patient with you. I repeated the simple English directions to you over and over. Uh, I did not go off the path with you. I just repeated the uh, instructions to you. That for some reason, the English you didn't understand. So she goes on her channel and said that it was disheartening to hear the content creator talk about her like she didn't want to give, and to be called a meth head. So I never called you a meth head. I never said that, bitch. But you did act like you didn't understand the instructions. Everybody saw you act like you didn't understand simple English. So, what else would I say other than you acted like you didn't understand the instructions? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I appreciate ODS. I forgot to mention ODS. I and ODS and I were the two who exchanged names with each other. I forgot to thank ODS. I thank all of you guys for contributing to the subscribers. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to act play victim to something that I did not do. The only the only thing that I was here for is to say thank you to the subscribers. And look at all of this negativity and bullshit that comes out around it. And MU is suddenly victimized. And MU said that I actually gave more than that was required. No, MU, you did not give more than was required. The limits were between $25 and $50. MU, you cash app YouTube cameras $40. But you went on your channel and tried to big up yourself as giving more than was required. Uh, there was no requirement above $25. And you did not give over $50. So you lied, MU. You lied. Anyway. Okay. She knew she was going to be a problem. I just knew she was going to be a problem. Yeah, so I'm just like, what are we doing here? And MU acted extremely confused and told others that the instructions were confusing to her and to others. Do tell, what's confusing? Okay, this is the season of giving. You're going to exchange names. Okay, King Roman, you have MU's name. You're going to cash app MU. Everybody's going to cash out the people whose name they choose. But you do not get to keep your prize. Once you get your prize, you must then cash out to someone in the chat, a subscriber in the chat who is dropping their cash app. Are you confused? Are you confused? The only reason we was doing the Secret Santa thing because it was the name in the name of Christmas. So you guys gonna pull each other's name. Whoever names you pull, you cash app them a gift between $25 and $50. But once you get your gift, you cannot keep your gift. You must then turn around and cash app that to a subscriber in the chat who is dropping their cash app. Is there any clearer English? And then I walked her through it even after she got her cash app. I told her, okay, she says she got her cash app from King Roman. Okay, so now you cash app that gift to a subscriber. And what did she do? She had pulled YouTube Camera's name, and instead of cash apping it to a subscriber, she cashed app it to YouTube Cameras. That wasn't that she had YouTube Camera's name. But instead of cashing her own money, she cashed out King Roman News money to YouTube Cameras. So where's your gift in this whole gift giving? I was speaking English, and so the frustration came in, and I just kept it. I just kept it on the instructions, simple instructions. And then try to make like, oh, everybody was confused. Even ODS was confused because ODS came late to the event. And ODS, I forgot to acknowledge you being a participant, but I appreciate everybody who participated and the ones who don't because of Ronnie Q, because that's on you. That's on you because this wasn't about Ronnie Q at all. So I don't care. I don't care if you didn't participate. King Roman News had already done a giveaway in his last chat where he gave I counted over over six donations to his subscribers. Ronnie Q ain't the only one giving back to her to the subscribers. A lot of the people who were there, I don't see there a lot of times. I didn't even put it on subscriber. No, I don't think I didn't even have it on subscriber no mode for that event. So let's be clear. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about the people who support all of us over in the beef sector. But you guys are so ignorant and petty and greedy that you guys can't understand that. As you beg and ask for things and point out your personal needs every day, every month, every week, Christmas is coming up for everyone. Okay, these type of situations make people not want to give or participate in anything. Everything someone tries to do is always criticized. Hey, Auntie Donna, Grand Rising. Good morning, Black Pearl. And they will allege that Ronnie Q was taking money off the top. How? I don't know. Ronnie Q was cashed out her gift from the person who choose her name, and Ronnie Q sent it out. See that there's, it's just like there's no money off the top to take. You guys are cashing apping people whose names you pulled, and then you give it to the subscriber. Your gift to the subscriber. I mean, hands off. This is hands off stuff. I just want you guys to think about the subscribers during this Christmas season because they think about you guys all year long. Is that too much to ask? And I'm supposed to feel bad because I came up with this idea. I started my channel when this is my third year of my channel. November or something is my third year having my channel. But you will also notice that this is my third annual give back to the subscriber. I had my channel for less than a month when I did the first give back to the subscribers. So don't blame me that I have something within me that lets me know that it ain't all about me. It's about the subscribers. Less than a month of having my channel, I gave the first give back to the subscriber, and I have been doing it every year. And this will be my annual event, much like the annual YouTube's Streets Awards cancellation comes every year. Okay? So I don't feel no way about it. If I'm the only one up here giving, that's what it'll be. So don't try to talk shit about Ronnie Q because you didn't show up. Because it is what the fuck it is. Okay, Miss Douglas. Yes, he gave 2 times yesterday to fix her mistake. Yes, he did. And King Roman News fixed her mistake because she refused to give the cash app to Choreo Lover because Lover don't like her and da 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 and I refuse. Okay, you do this every year and it's a success. This is your event. Thank you, Peach Cobbler. Now, I don't. I'm not trying to act like I'm anything other than thinking about the subscribers. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now I may cuss out a couple of people, but it is what it is. Y'all cuss me out too. So you know, such is the beef sector. So I just wanted to be clear that any negative connotations that is put on this event, you got to see it for what it is, and see if any of these people who had negativity to say about it participated. See if these people have given. It ain't about them. It's about you. That's all I got to say. A lot don't care who tells it, stomp down. Okay, so now I was over at YouTube cameras, and I see she put a message up on the before I came live. And I see she put a message up on the screen and it said, "Did you talk about the eviction?" And then, hey, Angela T. White, grand rising to you. Um, that's why I don't get involved in money situations. I just do my own thing. Yeah, you can do your own thing. Exactly. But yeah, I hear, and who was that? I think it was Chat Rap who put that up there. So, YouTube cameras like, what eviction? I don't know who you're talking about. So then she comes back and she says uppity. And I'm like, wait a minute. Doesn't she live in government assisted housing? How is it can you get evicted from there? But then I saw Auntie Donna. But then I also thought about the behavior that we have seen her present in that government housing that has workers that work in the lobby, and she wants us to believe that this is some fancy high-rise New York City apartment that she lives in. No apartment has in the lobby have workers who lock the doors, open the doors for you, and are able to call your social worker. That is assisted living housing. So, but so they always want to do random checkups there on her weekly. Okay, right. It's a control. It's a concierge. Is that what it is, y'all? Y'all. I ain't up in it like that. So, and then YouTube camera was like, well, wait a minute. She said, I did a live with her the other day, and she said, and it was, she was talking about people who uh, talking about people who work in the building. So she said, but I don't know if it was a live or upload. So I'm just giving you the information I had. I don't watch her. That's all that I saw about it. Low budget concierge slash janitor slash security slash babysitter slash I'm calling your social worker. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with that. Have any of you guys heard anything, rumblings about that? Um, so I didn't hear anything about that. That woman is always in some situation. I guess none of I am subbed from her. I tore that word up. Y'all, y'all hell this early crisp Tuesday morning. We gotta warm it up. Grand Rising, Queen Tulsa. But when I heard about it, I went to peep. I didn't hear about it. Okay, no wonder they had to postpone that oxtail cook off. She got to find. Oh, they postponed it. Now, that could be one reason. That could be one reason. Yeah, because they were supposed. Who was she doing the oxtail cook off with? Her and Ness. One got a kitchen. One finally got a kitchen, and the other one is losing her kitchen. How apropos. I don't have a clue about that girl. Apparently, apparently, I'm saying it in Carrie's voice. Apparently, they're trying to get her out of that building. She said she keeps a lawyer. She said she's got a lawyer involved, and they found out that they owed her back money. Child. Yes, I'm no joke. I can see you. Okay. So, okay. Well, thank you. Hey, Rebel Son, Grand Rising. Uh-oh. Queen Tulsa, you had something to say, bish? How you owe back money for a place that you stay at for free? That's a good question. You owe it all. So they were saying that she didn't pay her rent, but she was always paying, she claims. Uh, It should. Oh, wait a minute. With that $1,000 a week that she get, how can she be behind on her rent? How can they accuse her of being behind on her rent? She owes all of us hardworking taxpayers money. Miss, hey hubby, sis, our mugs ain't the same. Let me see. Did Queen Tulsa say anything? Queen Tulsa, uh, Queen Tulsa is not responding to you, Rebel. She needs to go find a job. Grand Rising, outspoken one. Now, um, yeah, so that I don't have much information on that. That's that's all I heard on that. Hey, and Annie Collins, Grand Rising, thank you for being here. So I couldn't even keep it up to the end. Great impersonation of Carrie, because Carrie gets, I heard that uppity. Carrie gets very proper and prim. One second. So I haven't. That's all that I've. Yes, you laugh. Yes, and then when Noble or what's his name, Happy Feet comes in, she gets real sauce. And she get a little saucy. Hello, Noble. Hello, Happy Feet. Happy Feet. Where have you been, Happy Feet? Happy Feet. I thought you left me. I haven't seen you around, Happy Feet. Oh my goodness. Grand Rising, Miss Queenie. She gets a little sultry in her voice when Happy Feet comes around. Carrie, I found out yesterday that you and Saida are married. Oh, not her and Saida. Uh, Child, widow whisperer. Yeah, yeah. He's married to anyone he likes. So he is the what's his name? What was that dude's name who went to jail? That Tracy used to always talk about. Nature Boy of the beat. He's the new Nature Boy. He can have as many wives as he chooses, and they will just simply be the sister wives because he got it going on. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, P the Panel Killer. Welcome, Grand Rising to you. Big Man TV. Lord have mercy. Isn't that Sassy's husband? Big Man TV. Okay. So I'm gonna drop the link if anybody want to come up because I didn't see much on YouTube yesterday. I was quite busy. Uh, so anybody, if you want to hit the link, you're more yeah. I haven't seen much of Big Man TV around. Is he in a different sector now? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him around. And you know who else I haven't seen much of? Slappy. Is Slappy okay? Happy Feet is Big Man's TV first cousin, according to Sassy. That makes sense. Oh, mostly okay. He's in the Mo. I'm surprised that he's over there, because he used to get upset over here when people would rib him and talk about him and stuff. So I'm really surprised that he went over there. But obviously he likes, some people like abuse. So maybe he likes abuse. I have to check on Slappy. I haven't seen Slappy in a while. I hope Slappy's okay. Y'all get brownie points for being able to tolerate these window lickers. Ronnie Q, did you talk about slow roll force? I forgot about. Listen, I forgot. I even forgot all about that. Also on James Live yesterday, uh, he popped out in the comments, and James started to James like, oh, Ro, you want some of this? And Ro hit the link, and Ro commenced to doing his most to drag James. And I saw a lot of people saying that he really got on James, but nothing kind of stuck to mind. I think I've heard them all before. You're ugly, your drag is ugly, and all of this type of stuff. Hold on. I thought I dropped the link in the chat. Hold on. I dropped my own link in the chat. How did I do that? But and for Ro to be dragging him about his drag, did you guys see those pictures or that live that Ro did, where his lips was all chapped and parched, and he had something wrapped around his midsection, like how you would wrap a towel around you if you're a woman with bust, and he was putting this purple lipstick on his chapped and parched lips, and then he stuck his face up all up in the cameras, kind of like the powder face lady. Oh, it was disturbing. Did you guys see that live of Honest Row doing his drag? It was quite disturbing. Okay, so I pinned the link. Let me see. Somebody is saying something. Sierra Way. My mama said if you can't say nothing nice, say nothing at all. Uh Child, he did a WWE promo drag with all that hollering. Oh my God. Shout out to Carrie. I can't do it. It's not in my ministry. Well, I didn't see the live. Oh, I did drop it. It just needed to be pinned. I didn't see the live, but I did see pictures of the live. Ronnie Q, pastor over there laughing at you and saying you big mad this morning and calling you. Okay, he can call me whatever, but I can call him a motherfucker who came over here and snuck away because he didn't want to give back to any of the subscribers. He can say whatever. I saw his drag. What did you think of his drag? I just say Jesus wept. Don't hate on Ro. He's fabulous. Uh, fuck you, bitch, and goodbye. He's that's what he is. He's not fabulous. He's fuck you, big bitch, and goodbye. So, did I miss anything else? Anything else happened good on the streets yesterday? So one person gained the kitchen, one person lost the kitchen. So the neck bone, no, the oxtail challenge is canceled. Remember when they had the neck bone challenge, and everybody kept saying that uppity neck bones did not look like neck bones. It looked like oxtails when she was doing the neck bone challenge. But I digress. I have no clue. I slept. One is something to do daily outside of here. Yeah, I was doing something outside of YouTube. Now, I was going to tell you guys about a new series that was coming on Netflix. And I was like, oh, that looks good. And it started Tuesday, but I could not remember the name of it. And it looks so good. I said, I'm going to get into the series. I hate on Broke and King of IEPs, or are we hating on him living in a garage? Who you talk? Wait a minute. Hate on Broke and King of IEPs, or are we hating on him living in a garage, child? Now, I don't know what him is living in a garage other than William. So, are you dragging William outspoken one? Can you explain how one of them loses a kitchen? Well, there is a speculation that Uppity has been asked to vacate her facilities. So we know that she said she was looking for another place for the last year now. So if she hasn't found one in the whole year, uh, being asked to vacate allegedly, which would mean that she's going to be out of a kitchen. They did postpone the um, Oxtail challenge. So uh, if you are, moving from one place into the next place, you can, put a date on your move and say, well, we can change the date, not totally postpone it. We can change the date. So that's what I'm saying. And Ness, they've always said that Ness only had a kitchenette, uh, and it appeared to be in her living room, but she moved this a week or two ago, and she says that she wants to do the Oxtail challenge. So people are like, oh, well, now she wants to show off her kitchen because she finally has one. So that's what I meant by one loses a kitchen and one gains a kitchen. So Nest and Uppity were supposed to do a Oxtail challenge. So it's been postponed. I was talking about Slow Row. He lives in a garage too. Oh, oh. Hey, T Danielle. Okay, I had no clue about that, but at least he's not out of doors. Thank God he has one of the people in the back. Then drop down to laugh. Thank for the breakdown. You're welcome. Now, please hit the like button. Yes, please do hit the like button. And Ronnie Q is far from mad. Ronnie Q is telling the truth on how you guys are looking out here. So you admitted that you were over here and you left. You left. So you're mad that Ronnie Q is busting you out in the truth. Okay. Ronnie Q, look at Yaya said it, mocking you. Child, it comes with the job. It comes with the job, girl. Okay, so put a one in the chat if you guys are going to join me and what are you barking for? No, no, no. You just went out. You're not going. He run into the door like he gotta go. Yeah, that explanation on the kitchen was funny as hell. That is a good times episode. If I ain't heard one, yeah, don't rush. Do not rush. Hey, Patrice Cunningham, do not rush Uppity into doing that oxtail competition because we living in a child line. She'll fuck around and bring some pet food shaped oxtails and act like they're oxtails. So when we on the good times fucking tip, do not rush Uppity into some food. Remember when that old lady made meatloaf and nobody wanted to eat it because when they had taken her trash out, they saw a lot of what was it, cat food cans in her trash, and then she admitted that yes, I eat pet food, but you guys think that I would feed you guys pet food? Yes, times are tough, and sometimes I eat, she called it pet food. And then they were JJ number was around there, meow meow like cats and stuff when she brought the meatloaf up to them. We're not going to rush uppity into a competition. We're going to make sure that she at least have a community kitchen or something. uh oh, I thought it was cat, I thought it was cat food. But nonetheless, we're not going to rush her into a food competition. I remember I remember that episode. Yes. She was real demure about it. She said, "Yes, sometimes I do eat pet food, but do you think I would feed you guys pet food?" Wait, what have I missed? Girl, you missed a lot. Yes, T Danielle, was your event actually last night? I was going to ask you. I was like, is it actually going to be tonight on a Monday night? I hear. I. It's a wonder that you're up. T Danielle had a black tie event last night with hair, nails, ball gowns, full makeup, and the Gertie. Gertie, but she would never serve it to others. Yes, her name was Gertie Unbought. That's her name. Girl. Okay. So, are you guys, I put a one in the chat. If you guys are going to join me and Jill's comfort zone in our craft and conversations live here on my channel, and we will be creating a crafting ornament for you to hang on your tree. We will do a Mickey Mouse and a Minnie Mouse. Put a one in the chat if you want to participate. You need three uh, three balls, two smaller than the larger one. You need some ribbon to make the bows, or you can purchase a little small bow ribbon, and you need these stick on. They are tacky on the back, and you stick them on. So that's and a glue gun. So if you want to join us, please know you need a glue gun, a glue gun stick. The little ribbons to make the bows, or you can buy pre-made bows. All of these things can be obtained at the Dollar Tree. So we're not trying to have you to spend a lot of money because it's so well, because we want to make it easy and it's so close to Christmas. But if you guys want to come out, hold on one second. So if you guys want to come out and craft with us, put a one in the chat. Yes, Monday night, and I still have to work today. Oh, I'm glad that it was a ball. I have a hangover and my feet hurt. Okay. Well, let me put my one in the chat. I hope you guys just read my book. It's gonna come with a basket and some what she she's gonna come with a basket and some acorns and some what is that she always use? Pine cones and all of that stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing over here. I have to find my balls. That's what we're going to be doing over here on my channel. Uh, when is the event again? It is this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Uh, you do not need a lot of materials. Also, also, we're making Mickey and Minnie balls. For the Mickey Mouse balls, we're going to this. You don't have to put the glitter on there. The Mickey Mouse balls, you can choose black balls for the ears. And for the Mickey Mouse ball, we're gonna put a bow tie, a black bow tie, on the bottom to represent Mickey Mouse. And you can, it's a craft project. You can do it however you'd like. This is some examples. If you want to choose black balls, they don't have to be shiny. They can be whatever you want them to be. So we are doing the Mickey and Minnie decorations. So I hope you guys come out and join us. You don't need a lot of material. Okay. So now, did we talk about the? Are you guys talking about the drone thing or what's going on? Are you guys even interested in this drone situation? Nessa A, come out and we're gonna craft. It's not a contest. We're just sitting down and we're crafting together. It's not a contest. There's no prizes or anything. We're just giving each other a hand and we're just creating something nice for Christmas. I think Mickey balls are smaller. He has the high, high pitched voice. Okay. So, are you guys interested in what's going on? Yeah, you can come out and watch. And if you wanna come up on stage, you do not have to be on camera. Just point the camera at your work area. Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker, Bertha May Jackson. Jackson, I appreciate you. And if you guys have not been over to Bertha Mae Jackson's live, you may want to get over there because she does a great live. She does not do commentary. She just talks shit. Oh, speaking of talking shit and Bertha Mae, did y'all see when Rodney? You can't think about Bertha Mae unless you think about her getting in Rodney's ass. So when all of that talking about James was going on by Flickr. Modney was sitting up there, and him and Lolo, they was getting the giggles behind things and stuff. And uh, James said, Rodney, I no, that was when Brian came up there. So Brian came up there later, and him and Mother got into it, and it was like all gloves are off. No, I want to fight you. And James went to the extent of saying that he was going to beat James' ass, and then he said he was going to spit in his face. And when he said he was going to spit in his face, James was like, I'm not playing no more. You have must have lost your mind." Look at how James dropped the link yesterday. That link was clicked in 3 seconds. He didn't let the link cool down. You're talking about Honest Row. So James is like, I don't play that. Oh, you're talking about Modney. Yes, okay, that's who hit the link first. Hey, James, I don't want none. And James is like, oh no, he did ask him to hit the link. He said, let me tell you something. I understand your jizz. You just wait until yes, you wait until there's a lot of people in the chat, and then you want to drop down to be seen. I understand that that's your jizz, but let me tell you something. I just gave you a warning because when he said he was going to spit in my face, there was no more fun and games, and there was no more going back. So you back there snickering and laughing and stuff. That's why I told you, hey, this is James told him in the moment, hey, Rodney, this ain't the time to be laughing and giggling. And then what happened? He slank his ass off the link. He slank his ass off the link. And then when he was summoned, he promptly hit the link like, yes, master, what you want, master? And then, yeah, I understand, James. I understand, James. Okay, can you guys drop Bertha May Jackson's link in the chat? He hit the link in mid air, and he didn't even reach the chat box, and he was already on the link. Hey, detach myself. So, uh, he got the word crisp and clear for mothers, and he then he came over there and hit the link, and then he hit the link again. Who was it? He hit the link again. I don't think it was at a. Was it at 1,000 when he first hit the link? I know it was at 1,000 when he hit the link at the end when Jay Wilson and them were up there for absolutely nothing. So Modney was out there being the pass around piece of YouTube booty that he always is. So thank you for dropping that link. So you guys go over there and catch out Bertha Mae Jackson as well. She did. And listen, if you guys want 5 questions asked, I do have a YouTube goal. 199 is the lowest amount. You can. I need 4 more. I need 4 more super stickers to make my YouTube goal, and the uh, the goal is 3 questions. I will answer 3 questions. Yes, it was 1,000 people. I watched the replay, so I wasn't able to see how many people it was actually there because I was catching everything on replay yesterday. Yeah. I think Hot Rod is gonna make you lose your panel hole title. Yaya said she loved being a panel hole. Hold on. Now, I have another question. Uh, I heard. mm, did King Roman News and Pizarro make up in Trader's chat yesterday? Does anybody know the answer to that? Good morning, Aisha. Pronounced Aisha. Okay. Sorry, but I don't understand the seriousness of spitting in the face compared to talking about his mother passing with the red shoes. Well, uh, I can't answer that for you. But he said no. James was the one who said spitting in his face was a bit too far. So, uh, it is what it is. That's what he said. He's not playing no games with him. So, he said that's disgusting, and he's not going to play like that. And then Brian said, well, I will, they kind of like said that, I'll beat your ass. No, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat. And then, it got serious. Like it wasn't like no YouTube fodder. And then Brian said, I'll beat your ass. And if I can't do it, I'll pull out my pow pow and shoot you. I was like, what? What? So I was like, wow, wow. James is in his 50s. Brian is in his mid 30s, I do believe. So you're even questioning if you can beat his ass. You're way taller than him from what I can estimate. And you're larger than him, you're younger than him, and you're still questioning it to the fact that you said you will pull out your pow pow and shoot him. Hey, Mike Lewis, grand rising to you. Uh, well, he's a link hole. Then, yeah. Okay. So, did you guys trip off of that? Did you guys trip off of that statement that he made? I guess not. I guess it was only me. So I guess that he was taking in account that he may be younger than him. But let's remember, Brian is quite sickly. James could fuck around and punch him in the chest, and a motherfucking blood clot bust and shoot chunks of blood through his brain and have him stroke out after one punch because there are some variables when it comes to Brian's health. And let's not forget that during these blood clots, he left uh, he was in ICU against doctor's permission. So we don't know where he is health wise. But, you know, I guess he figured that he must keep a pow pow on him just in case. Okay, so let me see what else. Are we going to talk about? Unfortunately, it's now on site. Yes, it now is it going to be a meetup between the two? Because I hear that Honest Rowe and Brian and are supposed to be going to San Antonio to meet the uh, penny pitching pastor, the penny pitching pinching pastor. So is that gonna that meetup gonna happen? I don't know. He's so vile and annoying. I thought Pastor said he wasn't meeting Brian. Oh, okay. Because we know Pastor is a scary and we know Brian have many type of mood shifts and changes, so you never know who's gonna show up. What size bed did Rose say he has? Does he have does he since he live in a garage, he could have a compact, or he could have an SUV size bed. Who knows, Very Carey? What are you what are you what are you what are you trying to get at, Very Carey? I think Queen. Brian said he's scared to meet anybody because of how they act. Because of how they act, fool. Because how they act, how does he act? UR came out during the back and forth with James yesterday. He said a twin at first, calling it a full an upgrade. Oh man. Well, I guess it is. I guess a full is an upgrade from a twin. But he said he sleeps good now. He's off the twin. Oh my God. He mentioned his bed yesterday when they were going back and forth. The bed size. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I mean, a twin size bed with honest row in it. Let's be honest. That's a big bed for honest row. Not even a queen size. Makes sense why the bed was $80. How y'all know all of this information? He was only 98 pounds. He doesn't need a king. I hollered. $80. That's one of those mattresses that they recover. They get out the alley and put new mattress. Sew a new mattress pad on the outside of old mattress. Probably tie the springs back down. Probably some old ass shit that they refashioned into a new mattress for $80. The whole bed, the frame, and all. You can't even get a bed frame, one of those metal frames for $80. I don't think. I wish Brian the best in life, but nobody is in no rush to meet his behind with them 5011 personalities. I'll be like, it'll be like being friends with Rogers from American Dad. I didn't watch him, but you know how they tell their dysfunctional life. I didn't know anything about this bed. He had a bed in a box mattress. Just a mattress. And it was on the floor. So he finally got a bed frame for the mattress. But there's no bed frame. Well, I guess there are some bed frames just for a mattress, but you can't get it for $80. What about the box spring? And I see a lot of home improvement YouTubers who are redoing their homes and stuff, bedrooms. A lot of them get gifted those mattresses in a box. But the ones that are coming out now, they have protection against molding and stuff. But I remember some of the earlier ones that came out. A lot of people were complaining that they didn't get air and they would get mold and stuff in those mattresses. So I hope he has a good brand one. Is all I'm saying. So let me. Did you guys uh, remember Daniel Penny, the guy who choked? I forget his name. Neely in the subway in New York City. He was acquitted of all charges. So you guys remember that story? So the the incoming vice president invited him to the Army Navy football game. So he was at the Army. I'm glad he has a new bed. There's nothing like a good night's sleep. Brian should be scared to meet anyone because of the way he acts on YouTube. I agree. So they invited this man to the Army Navy game, and you see him up there with 45 Vance and all the other nitwits that are appointed to different cabinet positions. The host from Fox News who was in a whole lot of different problems. So I want to share this with you. So since this guy got off, Yaya, this happened in your city. So I'm wondering if you're aware of this. Let me see. Let me see if you know about this. Oh my goodness. Let me find it. One second. Okay, here it is. So, did you guys hear about this? That happened in DC. And when you find out who this person is, it's more disturbing. And don't forget that 45 that said that he wants to uh, give police officers and all of these type of people immunity. So let's see if you guys have heard about this. Let me cue it up. Here we go.
First, it was Daniel Penny choking Jordan Neely on the New York subway. Now it's Harold Christie pushing a black subway dancer off the train in Washington, D.C. As we see in the video, Harold Christie, a white 57-year-old veteran of the U.S. Secret Service and a gun-carrying investigator for the D.C. Office of the Inspector General, enters a Green Line train at the Navy Yard station wearing a Panama hat, places his briefcase on the ground, and leans against the door to look at his phone. A young black man in black and red sweatpants is already sitting on the train to his left. Another young black man with white headphones is sitting on his right. They've set up a portable speaker near Christie, and after the doors close, they turn on the music and start dancing. 2 seconds after the dancing begins, he takes off his hat and starts complaining. "Get off my train! Get off my effing train!" Christie loses it. He grabs the dancer, attacks him, and pushes him against the door. Meanwhile, the other performer pulls Christie off his friend to protect him. He doesn't swing at him or punch him, but when the train reaches the next stop, Christie pushes the dancer off the subway car.
Okay. He was charged with a uh, misdemeanor assault, and he actually had a weapon on him. So, did you guys hear about that? I can't stand a Rashad Ritchie illiterate ass or his mustache. Glad he has. Okay. So, did you guys hear about that? So, now is this going to be the norm that people are just going to be able to attack people at nauseum? He hate dancers. That's all you got? So I think that this is some type of normalized behavior. So you guys better. I think. I think this is normalized behavior. Now you say you hate Rashad Ritchie. Now I remember last week or week before last that when I was doing the stories about that healthcare stuff, and I was pulling up things, and then I was like, you know what, I don't watch TYT that much anymore because I just had been noticing nothing was interesting me on TYT. Now the Young Turks. Now I have come to find out that TYT they are doing Joe Scarborough, Mika Brzezinski bow down to uh, conservative media. They have been doing independent shows. Anna she was on Glenn Beck's podcast of all people, and they are actually saying that progressives are need to change, and they need to the progressive message is not hitting anymore, and uh, the Democrat Party is not into this identity media anymore, and you know what identity media that is a code word for taking up black issues. That's code word for taking up issues that are about gays or anything like that. So they are really kind of saying that. They now realize everybody who voted for 45 are not racist. And Anna said that she talked to her neighbor the other day for the first time, and he's a Trump supporter, and she just realized that he's a nice guy. Okay. So just because he's a nice guy, uh, the TYT figures that they should pull back on the things that they say that are important to the other side, to people who are not keen on the conservative agenda. So they are pulling back on their agenda, and they have lost. What is that, Mayor? Montel, he quit their show and said that he will not be back on their show anymore. He fills in a lot for Rashad Ritchie. He was on another podcast, and he said, he just can't stomach the way that TYT is going. Have you guys heard about that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Talk to you later. Have you guys heard about that? Yes, on Glenn Beck's. Yeah. So they are pivoting from the message that they have been spewing all election time. Now, let's not forget. I don't know if you guys know that ABC settled with Donald Trump because he was suing ABC because George Stephanopoulos did a show where he repeatedly questioned somebody about uh, Donald Trump being a grapist with the R, and they said that uh 45 filed a defamation suit against ABC and George Stephanopoulos, saying that uh he did not get found guilty of grape. He got uh found guilty of SA. So because he used the word grape, he filed a defamation lawsuit. ABC settled out of court for $15 million that they will be donating to 45's library. You know how every president get a library, so they have dedicated $15 million, and that squashed the suit. $15 million. That is the yearly salary of George Stephanopoulos. So also, who else? My point is, a lot of this media is bowing down to him already. Let's not forget that Mark Zuckerberg has donated $1 million to um, his inaugural event. Uh, uh, Bezos also has donated $1 million to his inaugural event. Uh, all of these big corporations and a lot of these news outlets are bowing down. ODS, thank you for participating in the event yesterday. I forgot to thank you yesterday. I was like, it seems like it's someone else, and it's the same person who I exchanged gifts with. So thank you, ODS, for participating. Uh, they haven't been that hot since the 2016 election. Yeah, so uh, a lot of people are leaving them, and also uh, one of the uh, one of the I forget her name. She's on the show that comes on before them, and I I I I was watching. I watched Vanguard. I was watching Vanguard because they've been doing a lot of uh, coverage about this and about the people who are disenchanted with them, and the people who are leaving. And they said they have lost a gaggle of viewers. And so I went over there, and I was like, I haven't been over there in a long time. So I went over there, and they should have been live, and it was a live feed, but all of the chat was turned off, so you couldn't write in the chat as they were doing a live show. And I said, well, I've seen where the comments have been cut off so you can't comment on the show, but I've never seen a live show where the chat was cut off. So I think that they're going through a lot of different things, and it seems like they're losing support, and a lot of the media is bowing down so they can't get repercussions from Trump. So that's all I have for today. What it was? Wait a minute. It was one more thing. I can't remember. So what do you guys think about these drones? Okay, they're just openly giving and receiving donations to Trump, knowing the legal amount are in excess. They just do what they want. Now, exactly, that is exactly what they're doing. Also, there was some Chinese dude who met with him yesterday, and he donated. He said, since this man has been elected in office, we feel comfortable um, investing $100 billion in the United States and creating 100,000 jobs. And then Trump grabs him on the shoulder, and they was like, well, how about 200,000? He said, how about 200,000? And that man looked at him like, I know you ain't acting like me saying this $100 billion that I'm gonna lie and invest, say I'm investing in the US and giving 100,000 jobs. I'm like thinking, for 100 billion, not a million, $1 billion, you think they'd be more than 100,000 jobs? I'm thinking about the number of jobs he says that this would create. I mean, that's not a lot of job for $100 billion investment. Am I wrong? So he grabbed him on the shoulder and said, "How about $200 billion?" And the dude was like, "Oh well, we'll see, we'll see." I'm like, "You're gonna interrupt this alleged big announcement to ask for twice as much?" And obviously, the man wasn't going to give you $200 billion. Seems ungrateful for $100 billion. So it's a lot of money and influence going on already. Is my point. So you know. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and hold on tight because this looks like it's going to be quite nasty and it seems like oligarchs are taking over the United States. It seems like nobody cares about the regular man. If this is my opinion, it seems like the oligarchs will be ruling America. So that's all that I have based upon the things that I am seeing going down from the media on down. So it's going to be hard to get past the bubble of lies and the corruption, in my opinion, because it seems like the media is scared to report on this. So let me show you one more thing. Okay, okay. Let me show you this. Hold on, hold on, here we go.
And I've looked at their books. They do have the process.
So much. I'm very, very excited. I would really like to celebrate the great victory of President Trump. And my confidence level to the economy of the United States has tremendously increased with his victory. So because of that, I'm now excited to commit this $100 billion and 100,000 jobs into the United States. This is double of last time, as President Trump said. Because I say, oh, President Trump is a double down president. I'm going to have to double down, $100 billion and 100,000 jobs. This is, my confidence level because that has doubled down. So I am truly excited to make this happen. And of course, business is important, technology is important. But one more thing I'm really hoping is that this President Trump would make the world, bring the world into peace again.
Ciao, bye. He's an idiot. Let's
That's
continue.
my additional hope. And I think he will actually make it happen. So anyway, I'm excited to go, and we were discussing, and President Trump said, "Masa, you know, double down is not enough. Maybe go for more, right?
That's all right. I'm going to ask him right now. Would you make it $200 million instead of 50?
See, he talks about money like it's no consequence. He has no. He's not a billionaire himself, and he's talking about money so crassly because it's just shooting in his direction from every oligarch, every billionaire in the world. So he can whatever. Let me continue.
He can actually, believe it or not, he can actually afford to do that. Would you do that?
Well, my promise is 100, but he's now asking to do more. I think with your leadership.
Just an ingrate. People who don't have to make their own money can be ingrates. Okay, let's continue. He
If you
should
were
have
thinking about getting a massage,
notice he asked for more money, but he didn't ask for more jobs. He should have asked, well, can you get more jobs out of that $100 billion? No, he asked for more money. That's the only thing that matters. Okay, let me
Leader. But now
give
we
you
had
some more
it
questions.
before. That's why we're, having a 41-year record in because probably maybe they want to use it or occupy it, but they have
Hold on.
anybody better than they know themselves. So once again, I'd like to thank Massa for what he's. Say it.
In support of Israeli strikes on Iran's
How could I tell you a thing like that? They
Yeah.
are rich as hell. And we're going to knock out the middleman. We're going to get drug costs down at levels. Highly respected man who has run an incredible company. Likewise with Lilly, the top two people.
Okay, they asking him about drug company.
Mr. President, can I follow up on Robert Kennedy? He's on the Hill today. He's meeting with senators. What do you say to people who are worried that his views on vaccines will translate into policies that will make their kids less safe?
No, I think he's going to be much less radical than you would think. I think he's got a very open mind, or I wouldn't have put him there. He's going to be very much less radical. But there are problems. I mean, we don't do as well as a lot of other nations, and those nations use nothing. And we're going to find out what those problems are. And another thing that came up, the dinner was fascinating because they had.
No, we don't do as much as other nations that has uh, healthcare insurance for all of its citizens, and we are paying over twice the amount for healthcare insurance, and our results and our outcomes and our age expectancy is all lower than people who are getting free healthcare insurance. But we are paying double for these expectations. Okay, let's continue.
Bobby and I had, again, the head of Pfizer. You know who that is. He's a highly respected man who has run an incredible company. Likewise with Lilly, the top two people. And we had the head of the industry also. So all companies were represented. And I said,
Pfizer and Lilly, pharmaceutical companies. Let's be clear who Pfizer and Lilly is.
have it out now a little bit. And you know what came out of that meeting is that we're paying far too much because we're paying much more than other countries. And we have laws that make it impossible to reduce. And we have a thing called the middleman, the middleman, right? The horrible middleman that makes more money, frankly, than the drug companies. And they don't do anything except they're a middleman. We're going to knock out the middleman. I'm going to be.
Who's the middleman? You're talking to the pharmaceutical heads. So who is the middleman? There is no middleman. Biden was the one who negotiated. See, when Trump was in office, they were against negotiating drugs, the cost price of drugs for people who were on Medicaid and Medicare. Because it was so many people, they could have negotiated the price to help the price for the medication go down. But the Trump administration was not interested in that. So it was the Biden administration who came in, who brought down the cost of people who have to take insulin at $100 and something per vial to top off at $30, and some other drugs that they always talk about the insulin, but it was also some other drugs as well. So you hear this bullshit coming from this lunatic. Okay, let me hear about the schools.
And he didn't even hesitate. When I said, do you want to do this? He said, my family. He said,
Hold on.
prison. I don't know. Somehow an army of 400,000. They have many more people than that. Turkey is a 900 did an unfriendly takeover. But in the end, I never understood why Russia went there. They were not lying on top of bodies. And they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better
to revoke any vaccines.
No, I want him to come back with a report as to what he thinks. We're going to find out a lot. We're doing two things. We're going to have tremendous cost savings will come out of this. That's a minimum. And we're also going to have, and I think, very serious discussions about certain things, whether it's pesticides. Europe doesn't use pesticides in the garage. They know where it
But she
came from,
asking
and they
you
don't want to come
about
in.
vaccines.
And I think that'd be our president knows.
Let's hear the sex.
I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out, even if
Hold
the
on.
people, and they should, because
Will you
want to
shoot
know
them
the
down?
truth. They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend.
Intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Have you been
Do you have
doing
any
regular
reason to think they're a
intelligence
threat?
briefings? Two quick questions. First, on vaccines, do you want RFK Jr. to revoke any vaccines?
No, I want him to come back with a report as to what he thinks. We're going to find out a lot. We're doing two things. We're going to have tremendous cost savings will come out of this. That's a minimum.
We already know what he thinks of vaccines. He is against vaccines. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. There is something about the Department of Education in here as well. There is the questions about who his administration will be going after in the media. Does that include people who have on social media? And he says, well, it's not me. People have said horrible things about me, and this just can't continue. So he has definitely said that he prefers bleach. He has definitely said that in this interview, in this question and answer section, that he is going at the people in the media. So my whole point is, if you guys would listen to this, I had it queued up, but I dropped the page by accident, unfortunately. But I just really, want you guys to be aware that this may, in my opinion, this may be, in my opinion, one of the last Christmases or that we are going to be able to recognize as normal. And if you weren't here yesterday, I did talk about those drones. Uh, I think, okay, so they have been saying that those drones were nothing to worry about. That's the message that we have been getting about these drones. Let's be clear that these drones are flying near airports. They're flying near nuclear sites. They're flying near military installations. And let's not forget about all the places that we don't know that are military installation, and all the places that we don't know where nuclear sites are. Let's not forget about that. They're flying all over, but there's no information that has been put out about these drones. Okay, so now all of a sudden, after they said that there was nothing to see, no reason to worry, we've been hearing about these drones flying all over the place for a while now. But now, okay, let's hear what they're saying now.
Turn now to new reporting on these mysterious drone sightings. 7 states now across the Northeast, and now drones reported near an airbase in Ohio, an airport outside New York City, and the arrests involving a drone near Boston's Logan Airport. Tonight, the FBI and Homeland Security deploying state-of-the-art drone detection technology and infrared cameras to catch the drones. And tonight, President-elect Donald Trump saying something strange is going on here and what he suggested today about the drones. Here's Whit Johnson.
After weeks of reported drone sightings triggering confusion and anger throughout the Northeast,
This one's gonna fly over us right now.
tonight the FBI and Department of Homeland Security deploying state-of-the-art drone detection technology and infrared cameras to New York and New Jersey. The spike in unexplained drone sightings seen in at least 7 states from Virginia to New England. In Ohio over the weekend, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base outside Dayton temporarily closing its airspace Friday night because of drone incursions. Just outside New York City, reported drones forcing officials at Stewart International Airport to shut down their runway for more than an hour.
Okay, so there was a small airport that was closed down in New York. There have been drones sighted in Long Beach, California. These drones are all over the United States. So now, why all of a sudden they are putting up drone searching things up in the air to find these drones? So this could be a conspiracy theory or something or other. I don't know. But I'm not trusting the site because I have not heard it from a site that I trust as of yet. But there is a theory, and I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory, that there is one nuclear warhead that has gone missing from the Ukraine. That is a theory, and that they're saying that it left Europe and it was on its way to the U.S. So that is a theory. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how false it is. I'm just letting you know that theory is out here. And now, after all of this time that they've said that there's no reason to worry about these drones. Now, you see that they are themselves trying to search down these drones. Also, I'm going to drop this link and you guys can peruse this story at your leisure. But also, hey, Baron, how are you doing? Here's the link to that news report. Also, I'm going to, let me close that one. I'm going to drop this report from Newsweek. This was published December 11th. And what it says was something that we have not been hearing in the news, that a Chinese national has been arrested for allegedly flying a drone over Vandenberg Space Forces Base in California in Santa Barbara County. That is the Space Force Base. That is the Elon Musk base. It used to be... Vandenberg used to be a military. It used to be Vandenberg used to be a part of the Air Force Base. Okay, so now it is part of the X's Space Force. Okay. A 39-year-old Chinese national was taken into custody at San Francisco International Airport just before boarding a flight to China, according to the Justice Department. He is a resident of Brentwood and has been charged with violating national defense airspace and failing to register an aircraft that is not providing transportation. Okay. He made his first court appearance Tuesday, and the judge wanted to let him go on his own recognizance. But let me see what office. It says our office is appealing the ruling, the spokesperson stated, stressing that he remained in federal custody. We expect his arraignment will be scheduled for a date in the coming weeks in the U.S. District Court of Los Angeles. He has yet to enter a plea. He was discovered after a drone detection system at the Space Force Base detected an unmanned aerial vehicle, according to an affidavit filed with the court on Sunday. So, let me see. It flew for nearly an hour, reaching maximum altitudes of almost a mile. The flight began in Ocean Park, which likely referenced Ocean Beach Park near the base. And press statement said the base security personnel who went to investigate found uh, Zhu Hao, Zhao, I think that's his name, along with another person whose identity was not disclosed. Now, why didn't they disclose the person he was with? He was discovered carrying the drone in his jacket. They searched his cell phone and Google search. He had Google search for Vandenberg Space Force Base drone rules, as well as messages with another person about hacking the drone to fly higher than its normal altitude. Okay, so if convicted, he faces a maximum of 4 years in prison and criminal and civil fines. Now, what does China has to say? Because China has uh, has butted in and said that earlier this year he received 27 months sentence for sharing classified information about Navy exercises, operational security, and radar system blueprints with a Chinese intelligent contact. The same man. The same man. Okay, so late in November, the base hosted the launch of the SpaceX Falcon 9, Falcon 9 rocket carrying satellites from the Department of Defense National Reconnaissance Office. The mission was part of the office growing uh, constellation of cutting edge satellites designed to boost the country's intelligence and defense capabilities. So, this is what goes on at Vandenberg because earlier this month, uh, they have all of this equipment and intelligence here at where this guy was flying a drone over. And he has already, like they said, shared classified information about Navy exercises, operational security, and radar system blueprints with a Chinese intelligent contact. So now he's back up to it. So in earlier November, the base saw a test firing of a nuclear capable intercontinental ballistic missile, a nuclear capable intercontinental ballistic missile. So this is what they were doing at Vandenberg in early November, and you have this Chinese man over here on his way to China after flying this drone over this Air Force base. So let me see what did officials in China say. Let me see. The Chinese government attaches great importance to protecting the safety and the legitimate rights and interests of the Chinese citizens overseas and asks them to observe laws and regulations of host countries and not to engage in any form of illegal activities, they added. Okay, so kind of like on weapon, when they declare diplomatic immunity. So the Chinese has warned you guys better not do anything armor hair on his chinny chin. So trying to exactly trying to fly above the radar rather than below. Exactly. So, uh, this is the information that I can actually post to you. There is a conspiracy theory out allegedly about a nuclear warhead being missing from Ukraine. I don't know how true that is. I know it is a theory that has been spread around, but I have not found it to be any factual reporting on that from a reliable source. But I do have this. And the thing about this Chinese citizen who was on his way back to China, who was caught at the airport. You haven't heard any of this in the media. Even in that reporting that I gave you that about the U.S. now putting up things to hunt down drones, the story that I showed you before this incident is never mentioned. I found this in print media. So do with it as you will. But I just find a lot of this stuff about this drones. We're going to find out more uh, way later. So if anybody have any comments, you're more than welcome to hit the link and we can discuss it. If not, that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to print the Newsweek article here again and check it out. Back to their fear tactics. Who's back to their fear tactics though? Enjoy this holiday season. You're exactly right, Miss Queenie. I agree, Ronnie Q. The same the same thought popped into my mind around Thanksgiving after I finished watching the Macy Thanksgiving parade. I came to that realization and cried. They cannot convince me that they don't know them drones are around. And you just can't keep telling people, oh, that's nothing. Oh, it's just drone. They're going to glaze over the drones just like when all of those UFOs spotted in Mexico and Arizona in broad daylight with the news even catching it on camera. But now that you notice that they have admitted that those were in fact UFOs now 30 years later. You notice that when they had those balloons that were floating around uh, in Western cities, they said that they were floating around close to uh, nuclear sites and all of that stuff. They said, "Oh no, that's nothing," and then they came back later after they were gone and said that they were China. They had something to do with China. I mean, people, we got to think. We're not living in no la la land. We living in a time where uh, our future president is talking about putting heavy tariffs on China, Mexico, and Canada, and he was the one who got rid of the original deal that we had with Mexico and China. Now these are our biggest importers, and he says he's putting tariffs on them. He's putting tariffs on his own agreement that he replaced Obama's agreement with Mexico and China. So he's not telling you. He's acting as if this is an agreement that they have with Mexico and China is something that he doesn't agree with. But he was the one who brokered this agreement, and now he want to put tariffs on them. And who are the tariffs going to hurt? It's going to hurt our economy. You think food is high now. You think everything that you use is high now. So you think the world is just sitting around looking at us elect this imbecile into power? You thinking the world just sitting around twiddling their thumbs and say, let's see how this work out? I don't know. But I'm just telling you, yes. And unfortunately, a lot of us American citizens are dumbass. And if the media keeps bowing down, and so they won't personally get in trouble, go to jail, lose their millions of dollars that they make a year. See, it's not about regular people. See, these news people that we see on TV, they're making millions of dollars. They're not running down no stories. They're not doing news reporting like it used to do when news reporters had to actually run down the stories, meet connections, get the story. They're not doing nothing. They're sitting on their ass, getting their hair, makeup done, clothes done, and sitting in front of a teleprompter, reading whatever news propaganda or whatever comes across. These are not reporters. These are personalities, and for the most part. For the most part. So, you know, I I, I just want to talk about this type of stuff. A lot of people don't want to talk about this stuff. I just wanted to talk about this type of stuff. Please hit the like. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I hope you have a great day. I hope your holidays are great. I'm not trying to shit on your holidays. I just want you to really enjoy your holidays because it's some real world stuff going on, and I just am here to uh, discuss a little bit of the things that I see. Don't forget this Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Meet me here, and we will be creating this Christmas ball, Christmas ornament for you to have as something you created yourself. Uh, you can get black balls or you can get all red balls. It's your creativity prowess, and you can do what you choose. This is our aim to do this ball. So I appreciate you all. Trains were spotted in Connecticut yesterday. They're everywhere. I think I heard about one in either Nebraska or Ohio. I can't remember which one. Okay. So great live. I'd like to get ready to go to brunch. Ooh, enjoy. So I thank you guys for being here. I'm out of here. Uh, you got your supplies. I'll see you there. Thank you, the Green Vegan. All right. I appreciate you all for being here. I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you around on the YouTube streets, maybe. God bless you. Have a great day. Happy anniversary, Queenie. I just read that. Happy anniversary. Congratulations. 13 years. Hey, Big Set.